I will be doing this remastered again, and I hope you guys like it. Please like and subscribe. And road to 3,000, baby. I'm back, fully back, and I'll be back. Okay, bye.
That's God willing. I'm trying to change the world. Gotta teach the children. I ain't never letting them. I gotta stack a billion. Stay away from the fake like they reptilian. Hill game on the rise, know we all killing. I got blood in my eyes and I can't see.
They are in their second year of the academy, and today is the day they unlock their chakra. This is a monumental day for all academy students, and so the Hokage will be here, the parents and the clan head parents for this situation. And this is before the Uchiha massacre, so that's great. Let's go. And so all the parents are there, and they want to make their parents proud. But there will be a surprise on this day. And so the teachers teach them how to meditate and well, unlock their chakra. And so Naruto is meditating, searching deep inside his mind. He doesn't meet the Kyuubi, but he meets his chakra. This chakra is a vibrant blue, and this chakra has a peaceful vibe to it. And this is Naruto's heritage. And Naruto is the he is the grandson of Tobirama Senju. Okay, listen. So Tobirama married this woman called I'm gonna call her Natsuko Namikaze. Yeah, Natsuko Namikaze. And he married her, and so she named her son Minato Namikaze. And so this is so when Tobirama died, his wife just got pregnant. And so yeah. And so when this happened, Lord Third and Natsuko decided to name his son Minato Namikaze. And so she died during the Third Great Shinobi War and against the Iowa team, and so this makes Minato hate Iowa more, really. And so Naruto Naruto is the grandson of Minato, and you know what I mean. And so Naruto is 25% Senju, and so yeah, that's great and all. And so I'm doing Tobirama, since people do freaking Tsunade, but it does not make sense at all if you really think about it. Wouldn't Tsunade get wood release? It doesn't make sense. And so I'm going with Tobirama's line, and my reasoning is going to be it awakened and the Shodan Hawkage and his direct family couldn't get it, but his brother's family maybe could, and Naruto will in this one. And I'm gonna say it's like bloodlines. It has to go down through a couple generations to fully manifest into a person, and so that's what I'll do. Yee. And so that's what's going to happen. If you don't like it, I don't care. And so, Naruto jumps through the water like it's a pool. He keeps going down, but then he notices, I can breathe in this water. And so then he just breathes and starts going farther and farther and farther because of the density of it. The more denser it is, the faster he goes. And so after he reaches to the bottom, there's this huge wall. This huge wall is separating him from unlocking his chakra. And so Naruto has to keep on punching and kicking this wall. And after one final push, he breaks this wall. And chakra explodes from his body in the outside world. And Naruto opens his eyes, seeing this. this chakra. And so then everywhere plants start growing. The Shodame's trees that he made start blooming even more. And and it's like the force is protecting the leaf like a barrier. And so um and so he reason only thinks I only felt this chakra once, and it was with the Shodame Hawkage. And so then he reason went to Naruto and knocked him out with a chop to the neck. And so all the like all the shinobi, Danzo is in awe because of course they will be there too. Danzo's like, this is the power of Toby Rama's grandson. Amazing. And so Hamura and Kaharu are astonished at the young Senju's chakra, and Sasuke and all the academy students are angry at Naruto for showing them up, and that he's getting noticed by the Hokage and all the shinobi. And Shikaku Naruto thinks troublesome. And so the Hokage says we can continue. And so Naruto wakes up after a while, and Naruto's like, whoa, what was that? And so then he sees everybody glaring at him. And so, Iruka says, we will be, trying out, the students will try out the, they're not going to do the bunchen yet. I think they'll do the Karami and the replace the Karami or whatever it's called. Please do not go in the comment section. It's actually called yeah, I don't care. Like, I really don't. Hokage, Kage, Kage. Literally, I do not need your feedback. I do not need your feedback, okay? I do not need your feedback. Okay. Anyway, like, you know what I mean. Like, bro, whatever. Okay. Let's get back. And so, they try this out, and Naruto is able to do it because Naruto just sucked at the bunchen. And so by the end of the day, all the students got it. Well, not all of them got it done. Some of them had some of them, like Sakura, probably had like almost no chakra, and so they like had to like it was hard for them. And so the parents are astonished at how good Naruto was with these jutsu, and Hiruza smiled at his favorite, like his surrogate grandson. And so, yeah. And so, Hiruzen goes to talk Naruto after school, and after Hiruzen went into an council meeting about what happened, they decided to let Naruto learn about his Senju heritage. And so, yeah, this will be great. And so in this one, sadly, like Yamato will have to learn like the Senju scrolls on himself. Actually, I'm gonna say that Hashirama kept his most powerful jutsu in like a locked space, and so Yamato will have to create some of those C rank, B rank jutsu on his own. But the jutsu like the 10th Edict of Enlightenment, he will be able to use. I'm gonna give him that. At least he'll be able to be like on Blue Captain level, but he won't be as good as he was in the original. But he will be able to suppress Naruto if he goes 9 toes on us. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what it is. And so Naruto is happy and says, "Thank you, Gigi. Thank you for telling him about his parents and his heritage." And since Naruto's the grandson of Toby Rama, you might ask, so is Tsunade his cousin? Well, you're right. Congratulations. Congratulations, you found it out. And so, um because Tsunade is only Naruto's like cousin because um well Tobirama it like survived longer than Hashirama, and like he he got his child pregnant, and for the 9 months that ended like the second Shinobi War, I'm gonna say, and it goes into the third Shinobi War, and so that's great because yeah, it's great, and so I think it fits the timeline, and so that's great for my story, and so yeah, and so Naruto gets to go into the Senju compound that was locked off by blood seals. And so Naruto can go through the whole Senju compound because he's both Senju and Uzumaki. Because Mito's section and like the Uzumaki section is locked off as the treaty with because like there's secret Uzumaki stuff that she only wanted her blood knowing about, and so she got a whole wing for the Uzumaki stuff, and but now Naruto can access it, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Don't matter. And so Naruto, right when he gets home, gets settled in and reads his scrolls about that was in his room, and he saw that Minato, um, his father gave him his own training schedule and stuff. And so this is he decides to skip to the second year for his academy thing from his father. And so while this is happening, Hiruzen is currently gathering everybody besides Naruto to for the for the Hokage meeting thing, like to announce his heritage. And so Hiruzen shows like everybody blood files and like tons of things like to see who's his mother's father and stuff. And so they won't tell him his mother and father, of course, but they'll tell them that he's Senju, and he is a Senju from um he's just a Senju. Yeah, he's just a random Senju that they found off the streets. But the smart people will probably figure it out, like Kakashi. But some people will just care that he's a Senju, so they might just ignore the fact that there's only one Senju that was like when Naruto died when Naruto was born. But we won't talk about that because we just won't. Yeah. Plus, if they're ignorant to not know that Naruto is like literally the fourth son, they're dumb enough to not figure that out. To be honest, I mean, I could have guessed that. I could have guessed that they were related when literally you can look at the monument, you can look at Naruto's blue eye, like you can even look at a photo, and you can see blue. Oh, you can even go to the Hokage office and say, oh, there's a blonde kid with Asher blue eye, with blue eyes, and he is like a young Kunoichi that was seen with Minato a lot, especially with like if you really think about it, Kushina was with Minato a lot. If you really think about it, no, I'm saying if you really like are in their lives, like Kakashi, um, yeah, mainly Kakashi, but Kakashi already knew, so yeah, and so that's great and all, but yeah, that's great. And so Naruto starts with his Senju Taijutsu. And so it's gonna be like Tsunade's because it basically is. But Naruto will make combos with it and some stuff that has variety. Unlike Tsunade, she just has a leg thing and other stuff. But anyways, Naruto starts getting his chakra control up by doing the tree walking, and so um Hiruzen told Naruto that the academy has a week off due to due to like this big thing happening, and so that the village can settle down and understand what's happening. So that Naruto doesn't get attacked or anything. And so the civilians at first was not happy about this, but they come to understand this, and so most of the civilians are going to treat Naruto better since they know that he's a Senju, and that he has the legendary wood release from Hiruzen stating it, and so they're gonna start treating him right. And so Naruto also is practicing his wood release KK Genkai by looking into Hashirama scrolls about it, and he says that you have to learn mm, um how to find the KK Genkai. And so I don't think that that you, like they have to combine them both at will. I think with the KK Genkai, it's already like made in their blood, and like they just have to learn how to form and stuff. Because like with the elemental KK Genkai, because with the Sharingan you can just activate it and you have the powers. And so I think but you have to learn how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have the Sharingan but you don't know how to use it, it's dumb. And so yeah, that's what I think that happens. We never really had it go like with a person with like learning how to use it, but I'm gonna guess that. And so Naruto starts learning the wood clone and wood arms. And so after this week, Naruto has enough chakra control to get these two wood release jutsu down, and he starts working on his two affinities because Hashirama says it's better if you're skilled with the Dutton and Suin, and Naruto wants to honor his his granddad, yeah, his grandpa Toby Rama, grandpa Toby Rama, or OGI saying, bro, if you said that to Toby Rama, like he'll probably beat you up. I'm dead serious. And so Naruto has also understood that hatred for the Uchiha bastards he's going to call him, like what's the point of making him his Toby Rama's grandson if he doesn't hate him? Duh, bro. Like what? He will have a rivalry, but it wouldn't be really a rivalry. But yeah, and so Naruto is able to use the I'm gonna call it the Senju Taijutsu, and is able and learn some Mokuten Jutsu too. But yeah, and so Naruto is finally gonna go to school. And so since the teachers aren't going to be biased anymore because he's a Senju hair, not like Naruto won't get his education bashed, and even people like Iruka Sensei and other teachers are going to try to help Naruto with his studies, and Naruto will learn how and will be happy about reading books and that stuff. And he started reading them in the Senju library, and he doesn't think that they're that bad because they're really not. He just didn't like them because it was boring, probably. But yeah, he learned how to like something, because if you do something a lot, you're going to learn to like it. You know what I'm saying? And so Naruto starts training and training, and so after another year, it is their third year, and um it's right before the Uchiha massacre. Yeah. And so Naruto and Sasuke has not gotten on good terms because the Uchiha clan is mad. They're like there is a Senju brat with the legendary Makuten that can destroy their their Sharingan. And so since they have an Uchiha stopper, they got even more rowdy up, about this because because there's a person that can actually stop them, but hope that he didn't learn any jutsu yet. And so you could say that they would want to start faster, but it doesn't really matter. They eventually get massacred, and when Naruto heard of this, he wanted to feel bad for Sasuke, but then he thought, that's what they get, bro. Because all the Senju died. I don't know how, but they did. And so, yeah, Naruto tried to help out Sasuke probably one day. Like, he says, hey, do you want to become a friend? And then Sasuke will be like, no, Senju, I don't need your pity. And Naruto says, it's not pity. I was trying to be your friend. And Sasuke says, I don't need help from a Senju. And spat Senju at Naruto. And so, Naruto gave up on the Uchiha scum and says, fine, I won't ever try to be friends with an Uchiha again. And so Naruto thinks maybe Tobirama Grand OGI-san was right. And so Naruto starts training harder to make sure that the Uchiha scum can't steal his jutsu. And so he learns his grandpa's famous ability to use water molecules in the air. And so he learns how to strengthen his Makuin by adding both Dun and Sutin more chakra to it, along with his bloodline automatically doing it for him to strengthen it. It's already strengthened with his chakra. And so Naruto learned that he can strengthen Konoha's like wood and like the nature, he can strengthen it. And when he starts using his nature ability, you could say, trees start growing in the Senju compound, and leaves everywhere start growing to new proportions, and they're already going through like seasons and seasons when he does it. And so grass is growing and stuff, and overall it's better, you could say. But now outside of Konoha, it's like a forest, like an actual forest, which is, you could say it's good or bad. It'll help against the sound invasion probably, because they're not gonna be used to so many grass in the air and forest and stuff. And so you'll only really know a way out, and it'll be hard to get in. When like there's enemies shinobi chasing you down, and then there's just these tons of grass and like stuff that's like weird. And so Naruto is also training more, and so by the end of the academy, Naruto becomes the top of the class, and Sasuke is also tied with him, because Naruto's better in like taijutsu and that stuff, but Sasuke makes it up with his grades. And so Naruto graduates top of the class, and Sasuke graduates second. And so I'm gonna say Jiraiya comes back, and Jiraiya decides to go meet his godson. And so well the like people like Kakashi are sad, but it is what it is. And so when Jiraiya takes in Naruto, he decides to teach Naruto some more chakra exercises. And after Naruto learned most of them already, he decided to teach him some summoning and the Rasengan. And so Naruto also has learned strategies with Jiraiya and all the basic shinobi tools you could have with it. And so he also learns that Jiraiya is his godfather, but he had to be outside the village after that Kyuubi attack. And so Naruto understands and starts training even harder to live up to his legacy. And so Naruto learns the Rasengan in like 2 weeks this time, because he's not in a rush. and he also learned some more chakra exercises. And so, um, Jiraiya decides to ask this Tenzo guy to train with Naruto. And so, in this one, I changed my mind. Tenzo would train with Naruto, teaching Naruto the ropes, and Tenzo will learn some Makyutin jutsu. And so, after this, Naruto has become stronger with his Makyutin, and like Jiraiya's thinking is, if Naruto can control the Kyuubi with Makyutin, he will be unstoppable. And so Jiraiya wants Naruto to master his wood release so that he can tame the Nine Tails, kind of like his um I'm gonna say his great uncle, or his um his great uncle, or whatever it's called. And so, well, after like a month or two, Naruto and Tenzo go on a duo mission to go help out Team 7, which is Sasuke, Sai, and Sakura. And so they go there and they see Zabuza has Kakashi in a water prison. Then Naruto says wood wood release, wood cage. And then Naruto says wood release, wood arms. And so this makes him grab Zabuza's clone and Zabuza and throw him away right into the gate, smashing his head. And so after this, Kakashi starts like getting in a close taijutsu fight with Zabuza, and Zabuza starts just destroying wood everywhere. And so Kakashi gets tons of hits on him because it takes forever to like with the swing of his arm. And so Haku comes in with the save, and so Kakashi passes out, and Sasuke sees at the fact that Naruto helped defeat a strong opponent, and says, "You ruined it, Senju." And so Naruto scoffs and then starts walking away. And so, well, now Naruto starts training in his wood release even more. And so to find out that Zabuza is still alive, and he has an accomplice. And so Naruto starts to learn more defensive Makyuin jutsu, like wood style, wood dome, and all that kind of stuff. And Yamato, he's already an Anbu captain, so there's nothing more to learn. And so Naruto passes out like the same. And so after that, they have to go to the bridge after Naruto saves. And so Naruto gets trapped in the ice mirrors, but he can use like wood style, wood wall, all that kind of stuff. But Haku is faster, and so Naruto decides if he comes out of this, he needs to work on his hand seal speed. And so Naruto now Sasuke dies and says, "Naruto, go. I didn't accomplish my dream. You have to do yours. I really thought you as a comrade." And so Naruto gets saddened, and then he gets like a Naruto's cloak, but he's actually in control. See, his Makyuin is like his Makyuin Kike Genkai is able to take out the the negativity of the Naruto's chakra. I believe that would be like that because you already know we hadn't had a Jinchuriki that can use Makyuin, and so we'll just do that. And so what okay, and so Naruto just does a jutsu he's been practicing, wood style, world of trees. And so trees start growing out of the ground and then going into roots and stuff, but it's not like Hashirama's with his on a like big scale, but it's very big anyways. And so after this, this just blocks Haku from the mirrors, and so Naruto bursts through with his Kyuubi cloak, and then starts beating on Haku, and knocks him into a trees and stuff, getting smashed through trees, and so Haku gets knocked out. Sabuza dies, and Haku ends up getting killed by Gado, and so Naruto ends up um, trying out a new jutsu he thought of. He then makes 100 wood needles and say, wood style, 100 wood needles of death. And so all these wood needles that are sharp with like water chakra and Dutton chakra start flying at them, and it impels all of them. And so then this Kumo like Shinobi that's gonna go to Kumo, he sees this and says, we have to put it in our bingo book, and starts running off. And so this is because they have a Senju that can use wood release, and so they want to tell the Raikage. And so yeah. And so after this, Naruto and the gang go home. Well, Naruto and Yamato go home, and Jiraiya says, "Good job, kid. You got your successful A rank mission." And so Jiraiya says, "Now we have to step up your training, including your taijutsu. I saw firsthand of what Tsunade can do, and we need to train you on that." And yeah, and so Naruto nods, and then Jiraiya says, "We also need to start training you to use the Kyuubi's chakra." And so after 2 weeks or so, Naruto is able to use some of the Kyuubi's chakra at will, not a lot, like not even one tail, but he can use it, and this gives him a boost with his Makuten. And Naruto also has learned from scrolls to use to be able to use killing intent, and also to siphon off killing intent with his KK Genkai. And yeah, and he also um got this ability to be able to calm animals from attacking, and he is yeah, he's able to calm them down. I'm gonna give him that ability. And so Naruto gets put into the tuning exams all alone, but he's a Senju. Come on, what's the worst he can do? And so Naruto has been put in the bingo book. And since he's Jiraiya's student, nobody is surprised or anything. He's Jiraiya's student. And so Naruto is in the bingo book as Naruto Senju Uzumaki. He has tons of chakra reserves as a Senju and a Uzumaki. He is also the grandson to the Tobirama Senju. And no, they won't put that. No, I don't think they will. And it'll say that he can use Makuten, which that's just in itself it's big. And so yeah, and it also says that he's the Kyuubi Jinchuriki because of that red chakra. And so yeah, he's in the bingo book as A rank, but do you think that'll stop him? No. And so Naruto is there, you know? And so the first test is easy for him. And so then the second test, these Iowa Shinobi are glaring at Naruto. Naruto thought his father. And so they're even more mad because they know that Naruto and him are from the same clan, the Senju. And so they go to attack him after finding him. And so then Naruto finds out that they have a Earth Scroll, which he needs. And so Naruto, knowing that he can't have Iowa, knowing that he looks like the Leon name, and they'll think it's his father. And so he ends up killing them. Yes, killing them. And sadly, that's the life of a ninja. And so Naruto cries for a moment, thinking, why'd he have to kill him? But he says, there's no reason to mope. Let's get going. And so Naruto just starts flaring his chakra, his nature chakra, yes, his nature chakra in the air, that makes animals go away from him. And so um he heads to the tower and is there before Gaara's team and decides to lay down. And so Sasuke gets the curse mark, and Sai is going to tell Danzo this. And so Naruto is in the prelims against Kiba. There's no good person that could do anything, and we still need to have the sound invasion. So it's Naruto versus Kiba, and Kiba says, "Great, I get to show the Senju who's top dog." And so Naruto rolls his eyes and says, "Let's go, Kiba." And so Kiba attacks. Yes, Kiba attacks. And so Kiba does that thing over fang thing. And so Naruto then does wood style, wood dome, and like hand seals that only Kakashi and and the Jonin could see. And so it puts up this huge wood dome that makes Kiba hit it, and Kiba and Akamaru gets knocked out. And so then Naruto goes out of it and puts a kunai to Kiba and his dog's neck, and Naruto wins. And so Naruto is happy with his accomplishments, and then people think he's like the strongest here. And so Sasuke's not here, so tough luck. And so Naruto has a month of training. And so this month will be basically Naruto making new taijutsu moves and all that kind of stuff. Know what I mean? New taijutsu. Like that kind of stuff. And so when Naruto's making this taijutsu, um like new like moves for it, Jiraiya puts his input on it, and says you build chakra there, then you then when you're in the motion of that punch, you release it to get more damage. And so Naruto does this, and so Naruto has created Uzumaki Barrage, and it's devastating. Or Senju Barrage, yes, Naruto Senju Barrage. Um, like Manchester Smash from Deku, yeah, that'll be it. Like what Tsunade did. And Detroit Smash from My Hero Academia. He has something like that. And he also has Senju Burst. And he also practiced his Fuin Jutsu during this month also. Because yeah. And so Naruto's first match will be against Neji. And so Naruto sadly won't be able to convince Neji that that he's not destined, because he's a Senju, and Neji's like, bro, what are you talking about? You're a Senju. Being Hokage it is in your blood, so when you do say it, you are destined to do it. And so Naruto just beats Neji to a pulp. And so yeah. And says, it's not because I'm a Senju, it's because I train hard every day to get to where I am. And so Naruto beats Neji like with Makuten mostly, and with his newfound taijutsu. And so more clients are always going to be going to Konoha when they see the legendary Makuten in action. And so Orochimaru currently angry right now because he can't infiltrate the leaf with all his sound and sand shinobi, so he has to go from the front gates to attack. And so they have to go from like the Suna borders, and by that time the whole the whole the whole test will be over, like the tuning exams will be over. and it'll be like the final round, and it'll probably be Naruto versus Gaara. And so after this, well, Naruto is going to be happy, 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 happy. And so, oh yeah, Naruto decides to what was I thinking? Yeah. Okay. I got it. I have it. And so Naruto will face I'm gonna say Tamari in the second round, and so Kankuro loses, and so Shino will move on to face Sasuke, and so I'm gonna say that Sasuke lost to Gaara. I'm gonna say because he wasn't going to survive. So Kakashi went to go save his student, and so yeah, and so Gaara moves on, and so it'll be it'll be Naruto versus Tamari, and Shino versus Gaara. Yeah, Shino versus Gaara, and so Sasuke's angry right now because he lost to Gaara, and so Shino obviously will quit, and Naruto versus Tamari. So Tamari will try to knock down the wood with her wind, and she'll be able to do it, but Naruto is able to dodge most of these wind attacks and made a plan. And so, when Tamari will be in the motion of using it, he would use a burst of chakra to get that decimating Uzumaki barrage on her, and so he tries this out and is able to take the fan and does Uzumaki barrage with the clone snakes like doing hate like hiding like a mole, or Earthly's hiding like a mole, and so Tamari gets devastated and gets put in the medical bay. And so now the final fight is Naruto Senju versus Naruto versus Gaara. And so this is a huge fight. And so Naruto mainly gets his taijutsu hits on him. And then you could say that well, Naruto, that guard would go Biju on Naruto. But then when that happens, guess what happens? Naruto does wood style 15th egg like Edict of Enlightenment, and so Naruto's declared the winner, and then the sound invasion happens. But Jiraiya's there because it's a student and was like right next to Lord Third, and he and so then Naruto passes out, and what's his name, Yamato goes for the help, and so then he puts Naruto back into the Senju compound with his blood because he still has Senju blood. So yeah, and so he puts him in there, and so Naruto's safe, and so I believe Sarutobi will die, but he will be able to destroy Orochimaru's full chakra system, and so Naruto has to go to his cousin. Yee. But Susune does not know that Minato had a kid, and so she didn't know. And so it mostly goes the same with this time Naruto doing a wind release Rasengan, learning that like what Boruto did with the high compression Rasengan, but wind around it, and so this is what Naruto would do and learn, and so Tsunade doesn't doubt him anymore, and so it mainly goes the same with her trying to save Naruto and end up doing it. And so after this, oh yeah, and Naruto used wood release to stop Kisame and stuff. And after that, Naruto has become a Chunin, and so I have to go eat, and so I'll be right back, and you won't even know it. And so now it is the Sasuke retrieval arc, And so Naruto does not go to Sasuke this time because he's now on the same team as Sasuke. So why would he go to the same thing? And um, so Sasuke is already angry. So it's just say that he's less angry than original, and so he so what happens is he yeah, they just take him. he easily wants to go to get power. Easier now, you could say. And so you could say that he leaves earlier, or you could say he won't. It doesn't matter. He knocks out Sakura and he dips. And so Naruto and Shikamaru are leaders. And so that's the same way thing. And so when Naruto meets Kimamaru, when he meets him, he just starts it's basically the same, but this time Naruto uses like the wood, like you could say that he uses the wood arms, or yeah, you could say that. And so it's equal till Rock Lee shows up, then Gaara, and so Naruto heads off to fight Sasuke in the Valley of the End. And so this time Naruto would be going ham on Sasuke, kind of. And Taijutsu, Naruto's winning. So then Sasuke goes Curse Mark level 2 faster. And so when Sasuke does a Chidori, Naruto literally does a wood style deep force emergence. And so when that happens, wood starts gathering and gathering, and then it builds up to the tallest. And so then things like it starts attacking Sasuke. So Sasuke is like dodging. So then Naruto shows up out of nowhere, and he cracks Sasuke's rib with a devastating punch. And Naruto says Senju style, devastating punch. And so Sasuke doubles over, and so then Naruto chops Sasuke's neck with his super strength and takes him to the leaf. And so they secure Sasuke, lock him up, and the elders and people are now convinced that Naruto is actually Jonin level, because like everybody else barely survived, and so they announced him Jonin, and now he has a spot on the council. And so Jiraiya decides that Naruto can stay in the leaf this time because he's already Jonin level. And so Jiraiya says after a year or two I and you practicing your father's techniques, we can also work on your Biju chakra and with Yamato and the leaf. And so that's what they do. So Naruto has gotten stronger in the past year. He doesn't leave the Leaf Village, so you could say that he just does tons of missions, and he will become Jonin because he's like an actual council member, a part of the Senju clan, and like Tsunade's side gets more power, and so Naruto goes 3 tails, and so when he does that, Naruto is like cage level, and so Jiraiya decides to take him for Senjutsu training, and when he does this, Naruto does not get the frog thing. He gets the legendary Sage mode of Hashirama. And so the frog Senjutsu people are like, what's this? And so Jiraiya says, this is the Makuten bloodline. It said when Hashirama got into this Sage Art Makuten bloodline, he was able to create like wood style golems. And so Naruto, when using this, learned how to use the Makuten with it. and he learned wood style golem stuff. And so it's as big as the Shukaku, and he mastered his wood style. And so Jiraiya is proud of Naruto's progress. And so when and so Jiraiya told Tsunade that he's probably stronger than you now, and that he just needs more experience. And so Naruto now goes on missions with the Anbu, but he's not in the Anbu. You know what I mean? He goes on missions with like the Anbu commander in the like you know what I mean. And so Naruto is now like the strongest in the village, being a Senju and all. And so they say it's now time for Naruto to find a wife. And so Naruto will be, and so luckily the hidden Miss village decide to they want a political marriage with Naruto Senju with Mei Terumi. And so they end up getting engaged and married. And so it'll be like Naruto is the ambassador, and so they get married and they're happy. It's not like the like all political marriage. And so now it's time for Gaara arc, or Save the Kazakage arc. And so, well, this is the end for this one. And see you later. And if you don't, if I'll see you later for this what if, I will bow down on my knees and cry. But anyways, you have to get 100 likes and over 1K views, because I'm not going to upload a video that's 600 views and 100 likes. Bro, come on. So see you later, alligator.